Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to do a short video from one of my subscribers and dear good friend Eddie. How you doing? Appreciate you, my brother. And his question is this, and I thought it would be a good idea to do a video for it, so the masses can, hear the my response to his question, because this is a good question. And it reads like this. Maybe you can do a brief video on why do bands break up after a couple of years? Why can't musicians see the big picture of longevity? Bouncing from one band to another does not build a good foundation. And I totally agree, but I'm going to start this video off by saying this because this is just reality and it's not a negative statement. Nothing stays the same. Even when it's a good thing, it doesn't stay the same. And thank God when it's a bad thing, it doesn't stay the same. It's just the nature of things. But I totally understand your frustration because I've been in that situation quite a few times. We got a good unit going and for some reason somebody want to buck the system. It's like you said, they don't see the big picture. Because I remember watching one of those behind the music shows, and it featured Motley Crue, and I think the founder of Motley Crue name is Nikki Sixx, and Nikki Sixx said something, and this was like at least 10 years ago when I seen this particular episode, and it has stuck with me because it's so true. He said, when I set out to form Motley Crue, I set out to find 6 other guys just like me. I'm like, bingo, which is very difficult to do, but I understand and I totally agree. You want people that have the same hunger as you do, the same drive, because I'm the kind of person where sometimes I work so hard that I get physically and mentally exhausted. It's like the bloodhounds, they keep on a scent. They had to sometimes stop those dogs because they would just literally pass out or fall over because they're that in tune with what they're trying to do, and they don't want to break it, even when they're becoming physically fatigued, but everybody doesn't have that same work ethic. You got some people that don't want to do nothing. You got to prod them and try to move them along, but just the nature of the business. I totally understand, and I've come to the point where when I recognize when I'm trying to work with somebody that don't have the same work ethic as me, I shut it down. Because like I said on my channel, I got people that tell me they're serious about playing and then I don't hear from them again. And one particular person, just as a good example, young guy said, I'm in between jobs and, the money is tight, but I would like to learn. And I emailed him and said, you know what, I'll send you a free set 1 through 6. Just give me your address. Never heard from him again. So people like that, I just totally take out of my circle because I'm like, I don't have time for that nonsense. If you're not serious, you can't roll with me. It's just that simple. But, that's just the nature of the business. Because I give you some quick examples of what I've experienced. One of the bands that I formed, and this was, 15 years ago, and they still together for the most part. And I basically got ousted because I came to rehearsal one day, and there was another person that wasn't in the band that was at the rehearsal. And I'm like, we're already distracted with us. Now somebody want to bring somebody else in to sit with us. We ain't got time for this. We're trying to, put together a playlist. We hadn't taken that long. Within a week and a half, I've tapped about 33 songs. That's just how quick and efficient that I am. I don't drag feet and take my time and all that. When they was like, well, you pushing us to her. I'm not pushing you at all. I'm just asking you to come to rehearsal and do what we supposed to do. That's it. But they get sidetracked playing songs that are not on the playlist. I'm like, we need to learn the songs that's on the playlist. So I kind of got tired of this same cycle of, you got to direct people. I'm like, we all grown up in here, so why do I have to be the director? We know what we need to do. Let's just do it. But I understand, Eddie, your frustration. And there are some people that don't see the big picture. Well, I won't go into that story because I got so many of them. But, the gist of it is find some other people that are as serious as you are and work with you. Because, the drummer that I play with, because I play in a couple of bands, one of the first bands, we've been playing since we were teenagers. And the bass player, I kid you not, I still got tapes of us rehearsing in the bass player's basement in the 70s, And we've always been on the same page, So eventually, or hopefully, you will run into a group of guys that have that same tenacity, that they're not going to stop until they get to where they're trying to go. But it's a long rocky road for most bands. Even when you become successful, some bands just want to call it a day. And I'm not talking about, which is totally understandable, like Mike Nesmith of the Monkees. He's going to retire next year from playing with the Monkees, which is understandable. He's 70 years old. They've been riding it since the 60s, so that's totally understandable. When you're in your 30s or 40s and you got something successful still going on, but for some reason you got somebody that's just want to sabotage it and shut it down, it's just unfortunate. But again, that's just how life evolves. So that's the best way I can explain or elaborate on your question. So until next time, take care. And as always, you guys, thanks for watching.